Hello, my friends. This is Heather with the Back to Me podcast. Last week we were talking about remembering what we wanted to be, remembering some of our dreams. This week we're going to talk about recharging those dreams. Don't forget to give us a like or a review or a subscribe or maybe all of those things. That would be amazing. Have a listen. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon. Hi, my friends. Welcome. This is the Back to Me podcast, and this is Heather, and I am super excited that you're here. You are going to hear some tips and some tricks and some ideas to help you live your happiest and healthiest self. I call it Back to Me because when you are taking care of yourself, back to me, then you can take better care of others, and we can all make the world a better place. This is Wellness Your Way, and I am super happy that you're here. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. It's Heather. This is the Back to Me podcast. And today I am actually not here. It's an illusion. I am recording this in advance because, as you know, I like to go live on Wednesdays and share my thoughts and ideas with you on, taking better care of yourself so that by taking better care of yourself, you can take better care of everyone else too. And today is my birthday. Yahoo! Happy birthday to me. No, it's all good. This year is Heather 5x5, believe it or not. And I am taking some of my own advice and I'm out celebrating my birthday and taking some time for myself. But even in taking time for myself, I didn't want to take away from you. So that's why we're doing Back to Me, Back to You, and this version is a recorded version, but that doesn't mean I won't come in and answer your questions. So if you have questions, comments, obviously just post them and I will come back to you. So last week we were talking about reconnecting and remembering and what you were dreaming of when you were before who you it doesn't even have to be when you were a little kid. Maybe you were just dreaming of who you planned to be before you got to who you are now, which is also an interesting exercise. It doesn't always have to be back to being a little kid, right? There's because different phases in your life, you had different ideas of who you were and where you were going and what you were planning on. And as with all of life, things change. Every day, things change. I mean, I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm now 6.5 weeks from they call it a cerebral vascular accident. Short form, I had a stroke. And when I talk to people now who don't know me, they actually say, "Are you sure?" I'm pretty sure. And it's because I've recovered so quickly. And I attribute that in part to the last 25 years-ish, trying to take really good care of myself and figuring out what works best for me. Not everything that I tried worked, obviously. You don't know until you try it. It's like broccoli. You don't know if you're going to like it until you try it. But because I had already set myself up, it was my insurance policy, taking care of myself so that I could make sure that whatever did come down the road, I was in a good position to rebound and recover from it. So I think even that incident obviously changed some of my trajectory. I was heading in one direction. I had an idea what I was going to do. And just that one thing didn't change it huge. I'd say it made it more focused versus changed it. But it did shift. It did shift for me what my plans are going forward. And it's pretty exciting, actually. So as much as I wouldn't recommend using that tactic to redirect yourself going to the hospital, it is an opportunity to examine what you're going to do with your life. But that's all last week. So this week, I want to talk about recharging. Recharge. Sometimes we have dreams and we have ideas what we want to do. And then we become fatigued and we become tired and it seems like it's never going to happen. And we become discouraged, right? So just looking over, I wrote myself lots of notes for my plans. As you maybe you didn't hear this, so I am launching in January, the first week of January. Going to spend the first 5 days, January 3rd to 7th. I'm going to come on every day in the private Facebook group. It's not going to go out into the whole world, into the five private Back to Me Facebook group. That's back and then the number 2 and then me. And we're going to talk about setting your strategy for the beginning of the year. When's the best time to plan? When's the best time to plant a tree 20 years ago? What's the second best time now? So we're going to start January 3rd, and we're going to go on every day, and we're going to figure out in writing, write it down for yourself, strategies to set yourself up for a really good 2022 so that you can start taking better care of yourself as insurance against whatever might come along the road, right? So part 2 of first, reconnecting and remembering what you actually wanted, evaluating whether that's still something you want, because sometimes it's not. And if there's a dream that you had that has lost some energy, but it's still something you want to do, it's still something you want to achieve. Now, I think I said this last week, some dreams of achievement, I don't know that I would be able to go to the Olympics now if that was one of my dreams. Maybe the seniors Olympics, but not the big gigantic Olympics. That wasn't ever one of my dreams, but I was just trying to pull something out that's like, what would a dream be that maybe is not achievable or realistic? Some dreams, you've got to let them go after a certain point. But if it's still something you want to do, and if it's maybe realistic is the wrong word, something that can still be done, as something, don't give up on it. Maybe what you want to do is recharge that thing, put some energy back behind it. And one of the best ways that I know to put some energy behind thoughts, ideas, plans is to write them down. And you want to write it down in as much detail as you can. So when you think, take some time, you need some quiet time to do this, right? You need to take a moment away from life in general and all the stuff going on, and take a moment to really think about. I know some people responded to last week's where they were talking about things that they had dreamed of doing when they wanted to grow up, and some of them actually did it, which is amazing, and they just keep up leveling. Some people are like, that didn't really work out. But if there is a dream, and it doesn't have to be a career dream, maybe it was like a travel dream, but I know we're not traveling right now very much. Some people still are, but there's not as much traveling going on as there was. But take it doesn't have to be a fancy journal. It can just be a piece of note paper or something, and maybe right at the top, write it down, recharge, dream reboot, something like that, and start to think about what it would look like. Who is there with you? Is there anybody with you? Maybe you're doing it alone. Where are you? What's going on? What do you see going on? What does it feel like? I have a client who wants to start his own music festivals, which is amazing. And it's not the career that he's in right now, but this was something he dreamed of. So when he's thinking of he's going to imagine the music playing. He can hear the music. You can see the crowds of happy, smiling people. And that doesn't mean that your dream has to involve a crowd. That's just that person's. But think about as much detail as you can of what this dream is and what it would look like, and put some energy behind it. Writing is so powerful to create energy behind something. And maybe you write it every single day. That's one of the manifesting techniques. You write your dream down every single day, and you don't have to write it the same way every day. It'll evolve over time as you think of new things. I'm currently imagining my dream office space, and when I write it, when I go back and read, I'm like, oh yeah, that was a good idea. Or it's evolving. It's like, oh, I should add in a skylight. It's like, so my dream keeps shifting as I try out different ideas in my head. Because as you write it, you're kind of working out the details, right? So as you write it, you're working out the details of what that dream would look like when it was done. So you can start to send that kind of energy and idea into the universe. And it's okay to share your dreams with other people. I know they say when you make a wish, don't tell anybody because it won't come true, but I don't think that's true. And Denise Duffield Thomas, she's mentioned that recently. I can't remember if it was in her book or in her podcast because I listen to everything she does. But she said, if you don't say it out loud, then you don't express it out into the world. And how's anybody going to know that that's what you're trying to achieve? Because sometimes the avenue for something to come is through someone else. And if I say out loud, oh, if I don't tell anybody I'm a coach, by the way, I'm a coach. If I don't tell anybody that I'm a coach and then I help people get from where they are to where they want to be, then how will they know that, I'm living my dream job and I'm coaching people? How will they know, oh, when they hear someone say, I'm stuck, how will they know, oh, I should send them to Heather if they don't know that that's my dream of building my coaching business and helping as many people as I can, right? So that's today. I know I promised to try and keep these 10 minutes or so, but sometimes I talk too much. Nah, there's never too much. But so last week, if you missed it, go back and listen to it, reconnecting with what a dream, whatever you want, some version of yourself, and remembering what that was and deciding, is that still you want to do? And then this week is putting some energy, recharge that dream, and think about what you want, what it would look like. And once you do that, then you can move forward, right? And as I was mentioning, so the first week of January, if you're not in the Facebook group yet, I'm going to put a link in. Join the Facebook group. We're always, there's always positive energy there, people chatting about wellness, and I'm always posting helpful things there. And what else is happening? Oh, yeah. The 6-week program is going to start after that. So if you are ready to rock in 2022, it's not available yet, but I will be launching the Back to Me 6-week full-blown program where we will spend 6 weeks together, only 10 ladies. I'm just accepting 10 people into this group, and we're going to work together to create your personalized self-care, super detailed plan. Now, if you don't want to wait till January, I do have a 12 days of giving right now where I'm giving away a free 1-hour session with me just to get you going. If you don't want to wait for January, and I highly recommend, what did I say? The second best time to plant a tree is now. 12 days of wellness and a free, we'll just give you a really quick personalized, it's an hour, personalized self-care worksheet planning session so you can start 2022 right. Now, that doesn't mean you can't also join in the 5-day live stream where you can flesh it out even more. And that also doesn't mean you can't join the group when we start the 6 weeks together. Oh my gosh, that's a lot, isn't it? It's all for the same end, all to help you get your personal self-care plan. Everybody's wellness is different, and you are different from day to day. So once you have your own plan and you know what works for you, then you're always ready. Because investing, we all know that we need to invest in our retirement. We need to have funding available for our retirement, RSPs, TFSAs. If you're in Canada, what are they called? I don't remember what they're called in the US. 401ks, is that what they're called? Anyway, we all need to know we're investing in our future. But, my friend, invest in your health now so that it's available for you in the future. I'm Heather. This is a Back to Me podcast. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I'm out enjoying my birthday right now, but I'll answer your questions when I'm back. Take care. Have a beautiful day, my friend. I will talk to you soon. Hi, my friend. Thanks so much for listening to this entire podcast. If you found it useful and you're like me and you like helping others, please feel free to share this. Just give it a like, give it a comment. If you found something useful in it, there's a chance that someone else will find something useful as well. Also, if you have any questions at all, I can absolutely help, and I would love to help. You can email me at heather@prosperityflowcoaching.com. If you want more of this awesome content, you can follow me on Instagram, Heather Stewart Coaching. You can follow me on Facebook, Prosperity Flow Coaching. And I have a personal request. I want to help as many people as I can with these podcasts. And if you could give me a review, hopefully a good one, if you could share, if you could send this out into the world, I would truly appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope that you find your way to wellness by getting back to me. Take care, my friend.